So I'm Brendan Harris. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. Was born there. Went to a Catholic school. Had a great family life. Both parents in the house. Very supportive family. My addiction started at an early age from moving to Indianapolis to Carmel, Indiana. I started smoking weed, drinking alcohol every now and then. As I got older, my drug addiction progressed because drugs became just that much more accessible to me in the area that I lived in. Freshman year came in high school. I had accumulated a music career. I accumulated a lot of cool stuff, accomplishments in my life. By the time my senior year came, I had nothing to show for it. No money, nothing but a few YouTube videos. I don't know, it just became really hard. Once I started to notice that I could not go a day without drinking, or I could not go like a second without some sort of substance. It was overwhelming, but I had no outlet. You know, from the first experience of me getting suspended from school, a stipulation of me being able to get back into school was me going to rehab. So I started rehab in AA at a young age, 13. I was quite familiar with meetings and inpatient, outpatient. So every year I've been going to rehab since I was 13. Every single year of my life. It was either rehabs, jail, or like mental health institutions from being just psychotic. So I just was always in trouble, man. The teachers love me. I love people. I've always been a people person. I used to model when I was younger. So I kind of lived my life as a facade, and it just became a movie to me. And I was the biggest actor in that movie. From there on, I was never not high or never not drunk. Then I had my first son, and I noticed that I was out of control. My parents had kicked me out. I was on the streets, couch hopping, robbing people, and I never felt like that was the person that I am. This is the person that the drugs and the alcohol and the influence had created, a monster. So I realized I needed help. I went to Florida, moved to Florida for a while to go seek help. It was all good for a while, but I noticed that it was the same thing. I felt like in every other rehab that I've been to, I've just been a number. That was it. I'd just be an insurance scheme. That's what I've always felt like. They were just trying to get me in, dope me up to push me back out on the streets. I had never had an aftercare plan that worked. Years passed, my second boy comes, Nolan, and I was still in full-flown addiction at this point in my life. And I just had nowhere else to turn. I've been homeless, kicked out, in and out of rehabs my entire life, and nothing really helped. So I figured I'd reach out to Frontline Recovery. My mom followed Adam Foster online. So I called Foster. I was crying, out of control, drunk, high. And he asked me if I could get a bus ticket or a plane ticket out the next day because I knew my parents could and they would as long as I was trying to seek help. I called them, they got me out, and life began over again. It's funny because I snuck drugs on the plane. So when I got here, when I landed, when my plane landed, I didn't know Foster was already outside waiting for me to pick me up and take me to the facility, give me a nice little introduction. So I kind of snuck out the front door, snorted the rest of the little dope that I had on me, the heroin that I had left, and smoked. I'd smoked. And I go to the front of the airport and I get a call, and Foster's like, "Is that you out front?" So I was like, "Yeah, this is me. Are you on your way?" And he's like, "I'm here, bro. I got the dirt bike in the back. Come to the front." And I was thinking, oh God, where am I at? When I got to the house, everybody welcomed me with open arms. You know, we are some of the most loving, compassionate men that I've ever met in my entire life. I felt welcomed, although hesitant. I felt like I was the one causing those thoughts because of my fear of just not knowing where I was at. But the guys made sure I was taken care of. Both the owners made sure I had everything that I needed, that they were in contact with my parents. My parents were comfortable, that I was comfortable, and that I was serious about changing my life. I am coming up on my 6 months. Thank God, I have never had past a month clean where I wasn't in an institution, and the institutions where I'm from are 30 to 90 day programs, and then they kind of just release you back out on the street. I am very thankful for having the 6 months. I didn't ever think it would be possible for me. I always knew that there was more for me, but just didn't know how to get there. And that's something that Frontline has taught me, is how to be a man. I learned how to be a man here, a man for my kids, a man for myself, and somebody who is able to show true love and mean it. My experience at Frontline has changed my life completely. It's nothing but up from here. It's been an awesome experience. I've learned not only how to respect myself and my brothers, but I've also learned how to be a respectful, responsible man for my family. I first and foremost have to give all glory to God, and because without Him, I wouldn't be here, and none of us would be here as well. Second off, I gotta give props to Frontline, Adam Foster and Adam Oney, for not only helping me with my sobriety, but also leading me closer to Christ. I was lost for a long time in my life, and for the first time in a long time, I feel like I'm found. And I can't stress it enough. If anybody needs any free help, no insurance needed, please feel free to give us a call. We'd love to accept you if you're ready to change your life.
Frontline on me! Frontline on 3! 1, 2, 3, Frontline!